welcome back to the Movement Project. So it's episode 71. Today we're going to talk about squat, snatch, the clean and jerk, all those movements that require you to get into a very low squat. And a lot of people have a hard time in that catch or receiving position. So what happens is we have a hard time being in that position a lot of times because we don't have the mobility or stability to get down there. So what we're going to do is work on that bottom position so that when you go into a workout that requires you to do a low receive position, then you're able to do it because your hips are opened up. So what I'm going to have you guys do first is get horizontal. So a lot of times when we think about the spine being straight, we're in that bottom position. Make it really easy for yourself when you start this off and lie down on the ground. So I'm going to lie all the way down. I'm going to get my hips as close to the wall as I can. Alright, so my hips are actually going to touch, so butt to wall. And then I'm going to take my feet and I'm going to keep them in my squat stance. So mine's about hip width apart, my toes are obviously straight like we always say, and I'm driving my knees apart, alright? So I'm just going to breathe in this position, alright, trying to keep my toes drilled into the wall, and I'm just going to actively try to rotate my hips outward. Alright, for a lot of people this is going to feel really tight, so spend some time in this position and breathe into it and kind of drill it into your head. Get that muscle memory, alright? After you get done with that position, then you can kind of progress it. So the next thing I'm going to do is step inside the bands. We've done this drill before, we just haven't worked in the same sequence. So what I'm going to do is kind of use this as a test. So I put this at my sacrum, just above my hips. I'm going to drop down into a low squat. Alright, make sure it's not at my low back, but low enough to where it's not pulling me into extension. Drop down into my low squat, and then breathe into those corners. So I can kind of shift side to side. I can use my elbows to drive apart my knees. But here I'm trying to stay really active now in my upper back, so my spine is straight. And I'm trying to find out where all those tight corners are in my hips. And then using this as an assessment, after I find out where those tight corners are, I can then go grab the cross ball, grab a foam roller, grab one of the massage sticks, and roll out all those tight corners. Go back to the assessment and do it again. Okay, so we always talk about spending a lot of times in a squat position. These are two really good ways for you to eventually be able to just drop down, be able to do a really good squat, toes straight, knees out, chest up. All right, let me know how it goes. Good luck.